Welcome to my kitchen. I am Tina with Hanging with Frugal Tina. To my returning subscribers, honestly, heartfelt thank you for pushing that subscribe button. Because without you, there would be no Hanging with Frugal Tina. It would just be me talking to a camera in my kitchen. To anybody who's new here, I hope you like what you see and I hope you stay. I have a lot of ideas for this channel and I'm going to start implementing them now. But today, what are we going to do? We're not going to do a meal. We're going to do 6, maybe 7 meals for 2. What we're going to do though is they're going to start with soup. I've been thinking about, soup seasons here, and you can get soup for cheap, but who wants to eat a can of soup every single day? So I thought about it and I came up with 6, maybe 7 meals for 2, under $5, starting with soup that aren't soup in the end. So let's get it, let's go. Let's start heating up the pots because I got a lot to do today. Come on, let's go. So since we're going to be making these meal prep style, I'm going to do all of the prep work first. Okay, for this one, we're going to make a twice baked potato. The potatoes in the back, I bought that bag at ShopRite here in New Jersey. They are on sale for $1.99. I was going to buy individuals, but that seemed to fit into the budget better. And what we're going to pair that with is the chicken, broccoli, cheese with potato soup. But you're not limited by just that soup on a baked potato. You could have the broccoli, cheese, and bacon, or just broccoli and cheese, creamy chicken, bacon carbonara, the creamy Cajun-style Alfredo. But you're also not limited by the creamy ones. You also could do the savory, which is the savory pot roast, or even the hearty bean and bacon would go great with this recipe. Okay, so I washed the potato off my little scrubber thing, and I poked a bunch of holes in here to let the steam out of the potato. So that's basically what you're going to do. Then, this is what I do differently. I don't know if anybody else does this, but what you do is you take some saran wrap and wrap your potato. Have you ever seen the potatoes at the store all wrapped up in the plastic wrap, the single serve ones? Well, that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm just making it nice and tight, and then I wrap it around the potato. And when I put it in with this part where it's folded down, because that holds it down more. This will cook the potato quicker than if you just tossed it in there. Let me get this in the microwave. What we're going to do is we're going to cut it open. Boom. And we're going to... What the heck is that? Well, that potato's no good. Okay, so we take this off of here. Please be careful. It's very, very hot. Okay, this is the way you're supposed to check it, is to stick the knife in. If it comes out cleanly with no resistance, it's done. Or you could just push the ends in, but that's too much work for me. Whew, that's hot. And again, if you want to crisp up the skins, you can put it in the broiler, you can put it in the air fryer, whatever. So what we're going to do to this is we're going to hollow out the center and put it in this bowl. So that's what I'm going to do. Also, what I did was I took 1 extra potato. This is not necessary, but you could cut an extra potato and hollow it out and throw the skins away for that. So that when you refill your potatoes, you have a higher mound, if that makes any sense at all. If you're on a budget, just do it this way. If you can afford the extra potato, do it that way. Okay, so I hollowed out the potatoes. Now I did leave some around the edge because you still want it to have some body and be able to hold it. You don't just want a potato skin. So I smashed this up with a fork, just a skosh. Nothing crazy. I have my canned soup right here, and I'm going to spoon it into the potato. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of the soup And we're gonna spoon it in. Now, this is for these 2 potatoes right here. I would be making 4 potatoes if my other 2 were already done. And I will be making. And what I'm using is the broccoli, cheese, and bacon. And also, right there, it says it's gluten-free. So, if you're on a gluten-free diet, I think this would be okay. I don't know though, do your own research. I want to get something bigger to scoop this out with than this spoon. I wanted to get something bigger because I wanted to be able to get the bacon out with it. So I wanted to stick my scoop all the way down in there. And we're just gonna mix it in there. You're not gonna be using this whole can. So you can use it like a gravy on top. You could use it for other potatoes. You could use it as a cheese topping for other dishes, you know, like a gravy over top if you needed it, you know, cheese and bacon, because you don't want it too watery. Smells good because mix it with the hot potato, and you can add your own salt and pepper and things like that. I'm just making the basic here. Actually, I'm not just doing that. It definitely needs salt and pepper. Potatoes always need salt. I was concerned about adding salt because of the bacon, but I just took a quick little taste. So if you need more, you add more. And this is all to your preference. Oh, much better. Just needed a dash of salt and pepper. Okay. You're just going to take this. Now this is for the 2 potatoes I just made. So I'm just going to divide this in half. And you see how much extra potato we're getting because I just mashed up that teeny tiny potato? It really does make the difference, guys. Even 1 small potato. Look at the mountain I got now. And that's only half of the batch. Can't tell me this isn't gonna fill you up. So that. You could top this with some bacon bits. You could top it with just anything. Cheese. I got some cheese too. I might throw some on here just to show you what it could be. But look how high that mound is. Had I not added that extra potato, it would have just been a little bit higher than normal. Sorry, I had to walk away for a second. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna put it on here. Now I don't have any cheddar cheese, but I do have some Fiesta blend. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit on top. And then when this comes out of the oven, Yaya's here, so she might want to take a taste with me. I'm going to warm up a little bit of that what's leftover soup and drizzle it on top. So I'm going to put that in the oven for about 15 minutes. 10-15 minutes on 350. And there's your twice baked potato. I'm going to heat up a little bit of the soup and drizzle it on top on one of them so I can show you what it looks like. But all I did was I warmed up a little bit of the sauce, or the soup, I'm calling sauce. And we're just gonna drizzle it right on top. Just to get a nice little flavor. You could add bacon bits. I mean, you really could do so many different things with this. It's just gonna be absolutely delicious. So, I guess I'm gonna get a taste of it. I'm gonna put one away for right now. Cook one, save one. So let's give it a taste. I don't know if you can see, but I'm drizzling a little bit of extra on the potato. All right. Let's give it a go. Oh, it's hot. Oh, yummy. But look inside this potato. Can you see all that? That is filling. Now, one serving of this is 2 halves. So it'll be all of that and all of the other one. And that's a lot of food. I'm gonna take another bite over here because that was really good. And we'll start the next one. Soup and pasta. Initially, I wanted to make this with the Cajun chicken and egg noodle, but I couldn't find it. I really did look, and I don't know where it is, but it's nowhere in my area. So I decided to go with the creamy chicken bacon carbonara and the penne pasta. I would suggest if you make any of these, just a suggestion, is to stay with like kind pasta. Like what I chose came with penne, so I got the baby penne. Like the creamy chicken Alfredo has an egg noodle in it. The vegetable soup, I don't know if that's an egg noodle or if it's a spiral noodle. The chicken noodle, that's an egg noodle. And even this works with tomato basil soup. You could put that over any pasta at all, but like an elbow or something like that. You could do this with any one of the soups, the way I'm going to show you how to make it. Any one of these soups would work over some kind of pasta or rice for that matter. So as we prepped the pasta already, it's good and hot. I'm going to use the creamy chicken bacon carbonara. So just going to open it up. This is about as simple as it comes, guys. This is 1.5 cups of mini penne, because there's penne in here. There's mini penne. They're about the same size. These are probably smaller because they're in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add this straight from the can right into this pasta. I didn't want all that juice in there. It'll thicken anyway. I kept a little bit of the juice out in the back. Not much though. When I tell you there's barely anything in there, I really mean there's barely anything in there. This will thicken. But how easy was that? I tasted this. It's okay. It needs salt and pepper for sure. Gotta add a little bit of pepper and mix that through. Pretty sure it's just salt and pepper was all it needed. That was it. Salt and pepper. That's all she needed. Pot pie. I picked the worst week to do this soup thing because it is the can sale and a lot of the soups I'm looking for simply just aren't there. But it's real life, so I'm going to roll with it. So I would have used the pub style pot pie, but since I don't have that, I'm going to use the chicken, broccoli, and cheese with potato for this. You can use the 8 biscuit, or you could buy the smaller one, which I think it has 5 in it. That is not the Great Value brand. I brought the wrong one by mistake and didn't feel like going back and getting another one. So that's why I turned it around. Your alternatives. You can make with Old Bay clam chowder, creamy chicken bacon carbonara, chicken corn chowder, again with the bean and ham. It's making a debut today. Or you could use regular little canned soup using chicken noodle. You might want to, dice up the noodle just a little bit in there because I think it might be a little bit too bready, but we're going to see. All right, for the next dish, what's supposed to be chicken pot pie, I'm going to use some of the chicken corn chowder, but let's just pretend it's chicken pot pie. So we're going to start off by spraying a couple of these down. You're going to open up your biscuits, and then you're going to flatten them down so that they're going to fit down in the well. So we're just making a disc. See how that fits in there. I want to get it good and there you go. So you have kind of like a pie top, right? All right, so I have it all pressed down in there. And then I'm going to take some of the pot pie mixed, wink wink. And we're going to stick it right down in the well. Boom. I don't know how long it's going to take, but that's what we're doing. Okay, Don't do what I did. Don't overfill your biscuits. Mine overflowed a little bit, but they smell good. I can't wait to taste it. So I'm gonna let those cool down just a little bit before I go and do anything with them. Okay, for the soup and rice. I really wanted the spicy chicken quesadilla. I just couldn't find it. But what I did find was something new, spicy chicken and sausage gumbo. I think that's going to be great over some white rice. Now you can get the white rice at different price points depending on what you decide to get. So you can get plain white rice, great value, for 92 cents. I happen to have that box of instant on hand, so that's what I'm going to use. The Zatarans and Rice-A-Ronis, they go for about $1.28. So they're right in the same price point area. You could use dirty rice, Spanish rice, chicken flavored rice. Again, with the hearty bean and ham, you could use pot roast, sirloin. Any one of these will work fantastic with this recipe. Okay, for the soup and rice, I decided we were going with the spicy chicken and sausage gumbo. So, sorry you can't see that too well, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to strain it right over that. Oh, there's already rice in it. How about that? The reason I'm draining it is because I want it to be dry, first off, to put over the rice. Not dry, but relatively dry. But I don't want to waste the juice that came with it. So my plan is to strain it out and then make the rice with the juice. So instead of having to get like Zatarans or Uncle Ben's or just plain white rice, I'm going to take this, which is still draining, and I'm going to use the juice in here to cook the rice with. Okay, that yielded a very full 1 cup. So I'm going to make 1 cup of instant rice, and I'm going to add it to this when I heat it up. Okay, so it came to a boil. I'm just going to add the rice, mix it, and let it sit for a few minutes. Take half of the rice. Half of the rice. And then I'm going to spoon the gumbo right on top. That's half of it. And that's what we're going to eat. All right, there. That's a very, very full bowl. Okay, now this one was my bonus one, I guess, because I hadn't planned on making it, and it came to me. For those who don't have a way of making a potato or things like that, all you need is hot water and a way to warm this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook this according to the package instructions, which is 2 cups of water, and then you add this. I'm going to warm this up, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do just a little bit differently. Okay, so if you're a meat and a potatoes kind of guy, girl, gal, whatever, you could do this 2 ways. You could make it like this and put the stuff on top, or you could put it on the side, depending on how you want to eat it. This is the full package. It made 2 of these. I smushed that one up a little bit, but if it was spread out, it would look just like this. So let me get to finishing up this. So I'm going to make it 2 different ways, like this and like that. If you're going to make this a make-ahead meal, I would not add the soup until you're ready. You can just, like I've been saying throughout, it's just put some in a container and take it with you. Heat that, boom, put it on. Okay, I want to show you what I'm doing. So I have the pasta. I have the potatoes right here. What I did, oh, stuck my finger right in it. Oh, that was good. I added salt and pepper to that too. I took the can of the pot roast. I put it in a strainer. I drained it off. Here's the gravy. Here's the meat. I'm gonna warm this up. We're gonna put it on top of the potatoes, and then we're gonna hit it with some gravy. Okay, so this is how we're going to assemble the beef and potatoes kind of portion of the cooking here. We're just gonna take half of the potatoes, half of the dry part of the soup. I don't know what you want to call it. And we're gonna spoon that. I'm gonna do mine right on top. One more spoon left, because I need the rest for the other soup. Okay, then I have the other one over here. To finish her off, I'm going to use some of the gravy. So there you go. Now you can add your salt, pepper, all those things, as little or as much gravy as you want. And again, if you're going to make this as a make-ahead, pack it separate. That's what I would do. Chicken corn chowder. You're going to make this over biscuits. You can use the big roll of 8 or the smaller roll of 5. You only need 4 biscuits, 2 per meal. Or you could just have extra biscuits. So you're going to make this with the chicken corn chowder, sirloin burger with vegetables, broccoli and cheese, bean and ham, and another great one would be the chili mac. That would be really, really tasty on this. Wasn't available for me, but we'll see what we can do. For the clam chowder or corn chowder in my dish, you're going to take your biscuits, you're going to break them in half. You get 2 biscuits per person. So I'm not a big eater, so I'm not going to put 2 in mine, but you would put 2 biscuits in there, so it'd be 4 halves. I just wanted to get a smaller container because when I pour the gravy on, I don't want it going all over and then I can't get it. So I wanted to get a smaller container. And again, if you're going to take this to work or somewhere else, I would leave the biscuit, take the soup in here, take it with you, hit this for like 10 seconds, and then however long how hot you want your soup. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take a ladle, and I have the soup warmed up, pour it right over top. Try to get the big parts there. And there's potatoes in here, there's chicken in here. All right, so I'll save the other half of this, or 3/4 of this, for our other biscuits. And then we're just gonna pour some gravy right over top. And I'm gonna wait, because I'm gonna eat this, I wanna wait a second before I pour the gravy over top. Soup and potato. There's a little funny story with this one. You'll see as we go through. But any one of these will work. Beef pot roast, bacon carbonara, creamy Cajun style, Alfredo, or sirloin steak. Okay, for this next one, I'm using 2 potatoes in here because when I opened up my other potatoes, they had something wrong with them inside. I don't know what's wrong with them. It's not something I've never seen before, but the only other potatoes I had were these small ones. I'm gonna use 2. Because if you look at this, it's like I can fit my whole hand around it. It's small. And for a meal, you might want a little bit more. I'm just going to open it up. Just like that. And then get a little bit of the, get some slicing going on in there. Because you want it to go down inside. There we go. And this is the serving for 1. So what I used was the sirloin burger. And you know what? I didn't really catch the word burger. I was thinking more like pot roast kind of a thing. But seriously, look, I've not had this one before. There's an actual mini hamburger in there. That is so funny. I think I got I'll put one on each piece. Well, I poured it out in a bowl, but there's more in there. And you're just going to take this. Now, you use as much or as little gravy as you want. If you want it a little more on the dry side, then strain it if you want it dry. I like mine oh, there goes another meat one. I like mine somewhere in the middle. Darn, I forgot the salt and pepper again. Well, do as I say, not as I do. Put a little salt and pepper down on your potato before you add the gravy. But this you can make ahead. You can either do that, put the potato in here and get a container like this and put your soup in there. Potatoes usually don't get soggy though, so you could do it either or.
If you get any benefit at all from my content, you can help me out by clicking like, share, commenting, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video.
Okay, there is half of everything that we made. We made a chicken pot pie. We made the corn chowder bake. We made the potato soup, what we call that. It's sirloin and potato. We made the soup and rice with the gumbo. We made a twice baked potato carbonara, and we made roast beef and mashed potatoes with gravy, all from soup. So these are soup, not soup dishes. I'm gonna see you at the table.
At the table.
Oh, you hear Eric all the way over there? He's ready.
Whoa!
We're at the table. I'm over here. I was going to do a lot of the taste tests because Eric cannot, and I am full from sampling. So Eric can taste this one and this one, so that's what he's going to give it a go. These are our soup, not soup dishes. So go for it, guys. Just take a little, put on your plate. I'm going to try just this one, though. Just a taste, because I've been waiting for this one. While they're going slow.
Just a little taste.
Yeah.
That's just a taste, yeah. I got the pot roast gravy and mashed potatoes. It could use a little bit more gravy on it, but I was trying not to give it too much. You all right?
Yeah.
That was good.
Did I try a piece of that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go ahead, Eric. You try yours while Yaya's getting ready. That's the spicy chicken gumbo. And sausage, I think. Spicy though, right? I'll go kick to it.
Yeah. But I can't wait to try this one.
Use your hand, yeah. Just put it on your plate. Good? You like it?
Yeah.
That's the potato you just ate? I was looking at her. Did you get the little hamburger patty in there? Is that funny or what? I didn't know that was going to be in there. I was thinking like there was going to be like chunks of meat in there, like the beef stew kind of looking thing.
That one?
I think
really
that was
good.
my favorite.
That's your favorite? The
Yeah.
spicy?
Yeah.
That's the carbonara that you're eating, y'all.
Now I'm gonna try the potato.
That's the twice baked potato with cheese.
Oh,
That was my favorite too. Let's see.
That was good.
Slide that one down to you. And did you get the pot pie one?
No, it did not.
What's that? Oh, that's potato.
Yeah, potato.
Like, what's that big puff on your plate? Go ahead, Eric. You can eat it. You got plenty of spoons over there. Eric's just going to town. Okay.
Okay.
Really good, right?
I don't eat that one.
That was what? Oh, that's like the biscuits and gravy kind of thing. Really good? So do you like them all? Do you like our unsoups? You like our unsoups, Eric?
Yeah.
All right.
They're so good.
All right. Well, there you have it. If my kids will
So
eat
good.
it,
You guys will.
that's true.
Definitely.
All right. Well, see you later. Bye. There will be no wrap up.